Hello everyone, this is David Arroyo and we are back for Reset Access Denied, day number 6. This is the Inktober challenge of 2017. Right, so here is the storyboard for the 6th strip. And again, it looks completely different. I've changed so many angles again for this particular scene. So obviously giving myself more work, but it's always for the better, just to get a better result at the end of the day, which is really what we all want. Okay, so today I will be discussing a little bit about how this project is progressing and how a lot of the editing, like for example, once a strip like this is done, I verify it as a page because, again, as I mentioned in previous videos, 3 strips make up 1 page. Now, the downside about creating a comic like this in terms of strips is that you cannot always have a view of your previous strip. So you sometimes tend to start drawing and you really get into that world of the strip that you're in, so you're super focused and you tend to lose sight of the previous strip. Whereas if you are creating a single page with all strips at the same time, then you can always look back at your previous strip and be like, oh, okay, this doesn't look the same. I need to change his face here, or the lighting was like this, or, these type of things. And today was specifically one of these days where I really noticed a couple of issues like that, where once I had finished this strip, and I brought it into this file in Photoshop where I have for page number 2, it's strip number 4, 5, and 6 all together. And then I was I very quickly realized, like, oh wait, there are like some issues with continuity. So for example, the helmet at the top in panel number 2 has some lighting on there. But in the previous strip, I had done the helmet completely in black, so as if the light had never hit it from the top. So these are all these continuity things that I really had to pay attention to. So as a result, I ended up going back into the previous file and I modified it as well. Another thing that I noticed was that on all my previous strips, the letter spacing on the font was too much. So that's another thing that then I decided to correct. Now, mind you, this strip that you're looking at took me about, I think, 5 hours to make. And after that, the editing for these strips, like, by that I mean like rectifying previous mistakes, not in terms of drawing necessarily, but for example in terms of, like, for example, the font, the letter spacing on the fonts, or a difference in lighting, or one where I actually copy pasted from the script some dialogue, but there were typing mistakes, so there were some typos in the text bubble. So I was about to upload it and then I realized that it had some typos in there. So I got to rectify that, which is another important lesson, is that when you're going to do your lettering, do not copy paste from your file. Just read it and type it out. Because for the other, I only had that issue with the first text balloon that you'll see later on. But on the other 2, that didn't happen because I typed it out. So there you go. This is the finished shot, or finished strip. And here you will see what I was talking about. So this was the previous one. First you'll see here the helmet in black, and then there I modified the lighting and also the text, which now the letter spacing is more accurate. Obviously, I've now finally finished 2 pages in total. This is what it looks like. And as usual, if you want to see the webcomic, then you can always go to artofdavidarroyo.com. Subscribe now to keep up to date, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the next one. Take care.